Good day, everyone. So, our topic is about the sweetheart doctrine. The sweetheart doctrine in the Philippine law enforcement context refers to the practice where police officers, officials, or influential persons show favoritism or leniency towards certain individuals, often due to personal relationships or connections. So, this is a legal defense strategies used in cases of rape and acts of lasciviousness. It involves presenting evidence of a supposed romantic or consensual relationship between the accused and the victim to suggest that the sexual acts were consensual, thereby raising doubt on the victim's allegations. So this theory can significantly impair the victim's testimony and credibility, leading to unjust outcomes in the judicial process. Sweetheart doctrine has negative effects on women. It can weaken the credibility of those who come forward with allegations of sexual violence and making it harder for them to obtain justice. It can also discourage women from reporting sexual assaults or acts of lasciviousness out of fear that their past relationships or communications will be used against them. It also has a severe psychological impact as it can re-traumatize victims by publicly scrutinizing their personal lives and suggesting that they are not telling the truth. Lastly, it continues harmful stereotypes that women falsely accuse men for personal gain and reinforcing biases against female victims of sexual violence.
The Sweetheart Doctrine violates several women's rights. For example, the right to equality. Article 3, Section 1 of the Philippine Constitution mandates that all people are to be treated equally under the law. It can also infringe on women's right to justice, for example, when there is unfair treatment in judicial processes. The Sweetheart Doctrine also violates several laws on women. For example, the Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children Act of 2004 or RA 9262. It can be violated by the Sweetheart Doctrine when, for example, domestic violence cases are treated impartially. Additionally, the Magna Carta of Women or RA 9710. This can be violated when women's rights are not protected and when there is unequal treatment and discrimination.
So here are some resolution and recommended actions for Sweetheart Doctrine. First, awareness campaigns. It is a non-governmental organizations and government bodies that conduct campaigns to raise awareness about women's rights and the importance of impartial law enforcement. Second, training programs. Law enforcement agencies may implement training programs to educate officers on gender sensitivity and the importance of unbiased law enforcement. So for the recommended courses of actions, we have strengthened oversight mechanism. It is to establish independent oversight bodies to monitor and investigate instances of favoritism and bias in law enforcement. Second, strict enforcement of anti-corruption laws. It is to ensure strict enforcement of laws against corruption and favoritism with severe penalties for violators. Third, empowerment programs for women. It is to develop and support programs aimed to empower women and to provide them with legal knowledge and resources to fight for their rights. Fourth, public reporting systems. It is to create anonymous reporting systems for citizens to report instances of favoritism or misconduct in law enforcement. For fifth, we have judicial reforms. It is to advocate for judicial reforms that ensure quicker and fairer resolution of cases involving women with a focus on gender sensitivity. It is by addressing the Sweetheart Doctrine and its implications. The Philippines can move towards a more equitable legal system that better protects the rights and interests of women.